Let us welcome Soham Sir.
I'm going to share my journey of 3-4 years of UPSC preparation.
What give you the kick to be at this position?
So I'm feeling there, and that motivated me to go further.
इतना बड़ा सिलेबस को आपने फर्स्ट टाइम में कैसे क्लियर किया?
पढ़ाई हमने सिर्फ एग्जाम के 4-5 दिन पहले ही की.
What's the secret of your success?
UPSC, sleep UPSC.
It is more about the typical read value movie.
No movie, they dramatize the situation.
It's about the real life challenges faced as an IPS officer.
Generally, as an IPS officer, there are challenges such as you daily deal with crimes.
So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं ये मेरा 7th एपिसोड होने वाला है. The guest which I am having right now need another introduction. You know what? He secured AIR 267 in the UPSC exam in the year 2021. It was not enough for him. That's why he tried the another attempt and he secured 218th rank in the UPSC 2022 examinations. I'm damn sure that he gonna motivate you. He gonna upscale your life. He gonna upscale your career, your UPSC dream, and it is very important for all the aspirations seeing me through that video. So let us welcome Soham Sir in the podcast.
So thank you very much for my kind introduction. I'm going to share my journey of 3-4 years of UPSC preparation, and I hope that it is going to help many people who are watching, listening to this episode.
Definitely it's going to be, sir. Sir, we just take you back to the beginning where you was in the rural part. Okay, and how did you chase that dream to be an IAS officer? What motivates you? What give you the kick to be at this position? I want to ask you, sir.
Basically, after finishing my graduation, I was looking for opportunities to make a career.
Sure.
So I came to know that the UPSC civil service examination is one of the way. And actually it is not a career, it is a way of life where we actually involved in the maintaining and keeping up the society. So that thing attracted me, that thing motivated me to give some attempts, 3-4 attempts. I decided that I will give to say 2 attempts in UPSC. And if I able to at least improve my performance, then I will continue with further attempt. I was fortunate to give interview in my first attempt only.
Oh, that's really good.
That was some feeling there, and that motivated me to go further beyond second attempt to third attempt, where I got into the Indian Revenue Service, and this year I will be allotted or I will be going to Indian Police.
सर कई बार ऐसा होता है ना कि हम अटेम्प्ट्स देते थक जाते हैं एंड तब भी हमारा क्लियर नहीं होता. बेसिकली आपको क्या मोटिवेट किया? एक ऐसा फैक्टर बताओ कि मतलब यू जस्ट चेज्ड इट.
तो जैसे कि मैंने कहा कि मैंने सोचा था कि मैं 1-2 अटेम्प्ट दूंगा, 1-2 अटेम्प्ट में अगर कुछ उसमें प्रोग्रेस हो गई तो अगला दूंगा. तो क्लियरिंग द प्रीलिम्स स्टेज इन फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट इटसेल्फ वाज अमेजिंग अचीवमेंट फॉर मी, बिकॉज बचपन से मेरा ड्रीम नहीं था. इंक्लूडिंग ग्रेजुएशन ईयर्स में भी मैंने सोचा नहीं था कि मैं यूपीएससी दूंगा. तो आफ्टर ग्रेजुएशन आई स्टार्टेड प्रिपेयरिंग. आफ्टर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर 1 year आई वॉज एबल टू क्रैक द प्रीलिम्स, and that too without proper guidance. So that motivated me that I can do this. If I cleared one stage, I can clear second, I can clear third, and I can get a rank. And that motivated me a lot, that by sitting at the village, preparing for village, if the government can call me to Delhi to appear for an interview, I thought that ab to ho jayega. So this was something, a motivating journey for me also.
very aspiring and motivating me. सर जैसे कि आपको पता है यूपीएससी का सिलेबस बहुत ज़्यादा फास्ट होता है, एकदम बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. एवरीवन इज लाइक इट्स अंडर द सन ऑफ द रूफ, राइट? सो इतना बड़ा सिलेबस को आपने फर्स्ट टाइम में कैसे क्लियर किया?
देखो इसमें क्या है, यूपीएससी का सिलेबस इज वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट. यूपीएससी इज सेड टू बी मदर ऑफ ऑल एग्जामिनेशंस. One in India also, UPSC is the toughest one. Because the syllabus is so vast, it covers from ancient history to current science and technological developments. It also covers ethics, it also covers polity and everything here, it also covers everything. So syllabus was very huge. But I will share an anecdote that happened with me.
Sure.
पहली बार जब हम एक फोर्ट ट्रेक करने के लिए गए थे, फोर्ट का नाम है महाराष्ट्र में, उसका नाम है तोरना. That was the first fort that was captured by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj there. When he was 16 years age, he was having. At 16 years, he captured that fort and he started to build his kingdom there. We 3 friends decided to trek that fort. और एक दिन शाम को हम फोर्ट के नीचे चले गए. पहला फोर्ट था ट्रेकिंग का. तो जाने के बाद अराउंड 6:30 PM वी डिसाइडेड टू वी विल रीच द टॉप ऑफ द फोर्ट बाय 7 मिनिमम और मैक्सिमम 7. 30 मिनट्स में हम उसको ट्रैक कर लेंगे. वी स्टार्टेड विथ वेरी इंथुजियाज्म, लेकिन जब तक रात हो गई तो हम बीच में ही गए थे. आधा डिस्टेंस से हमने क्लियर किया था, तो अंधेरा हो चुका था और आगे कुछ दिख नहीं रहा था. मोबाइल के टॉर्च की भी लिमिट होती है, वी कैन सी ओनली सम फीट्स, उसके आगे नहीं. तो वी थॉट दैट जहाँ पे भी हम वहीं पे रुक जाते हैं. वी विल स्लीप हियर एंड वी विल ट्रैक फोर्ट ऑन नेक्स्ट डे मॉर्निंग. हम वहाँ पे सो गए. सुबह उठने के बाद जब हमने फोर्ट की तरफ देखा तो फोर्ट वॉज लाइक वेरी ह्यूज. उसने हमारे अंदर एक फियर जनरेट कर दिया. ये तो नहीं होगा, बहुत ऊंचा है, बहुत स्टीप है, हमसे नहीं हो पाएगा. तो वी डिसाइडेड टू गो बैक. वाइल डिसाइडिंग दैट सनराइज हो रहा था, तो हमने डिसाइड किया कि अब सनराइज हो चुका है तो हम फोटोज़ लेते हैं फिर जाएंगे. तो फोटोज़ लेते समय हमारे सामने से 2 छोटे बच्चे चले गए. वाइट कपड़े पहने थे उन्होंने, शायद वह ट्राइबल्स लोग थे. तो उन्होंने, हमको लगा हमारे अंदर डर है तो उनके अंदर भी होगा, वो भी शायद थोड़ा जाके वापस आ जाएंगे. इफ़ द फोर्ट इज दैट डोमिनेटिंग देन दे विल ऑल्सो सेंस द फियर. लेकिन आफ्टर सम टाइम व्हेन वी लुक्ड एट द टॉप ऑफ द फोर्ट, those two children were walking on the fort. छोटे छोटे दिख रहे थे एकदम. So that was very what I can say eye opening for us, that if the children who are younger than us can do that, then we can also do that. So दो हम जो 3 लोग थे उसमें से 2 लोगों ने डिसाइड किया कि जाएंगे. एक में था उसमें, हम जाएंगे, we will track that fort. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं था कि जब डिसाइड किया लेकिन फिर उसका टोटली चला गया था, ऐसा नहीं था. फियर था, फोर्ट ट्रैक भी करना था, तो कैसे करें. तो डिसाइड किया कि वी विल ओनली फोकस ऑन नेक्स्ट स्टेप. जो फोर्ट के जो स्टेप्स थे छोटे छोटे, हम ऊपर देखेंगे नहीं क्योंकि डर लग रहा है, बाजू में देखेंगे क्योंकि खाई है वहाँ पे. वी विल फोकस ऑन ओनली नेक्स्ट स्टेप, बाकी देखेंगे नहीं कुछ. तो वन स्टेप करके हम फाइनली टॉप पे पहुँच गए. तो सिमिलरली यूपीएससी का सिलेबस भी ऐसा ही है, डोमिनेटिंग है, बहुत बड़ा है, लगता है कि होगा नहीं. We have to take step by step. Small areas we have to cover. And if we take that steps, 1, 2, 3 steps, we will finish syllabus one day, definitely. So this was about UPSC syllabus.
सर एक बहुत बेसिक सा क्वेश्चन आ रहा है. इनिशियली हमारे को चैलेंजेस होते हैं, राइट? सो व्हाट वर योर इनिशियल चैलेंजेस एंड हाउ यू फेस्ड इट आउट?
My initial challenges were, first challenge was a lack of proper mentorship. कोई मेंटर करने के लिए था नहीं. फैमिली बैकग्राउंड में कोई सिविल सर्वेंट नहीं था. सेकंड वाज इंग्लिश. माई इंग्लिश वाज पुअर. अभी तो बात कर रहा हूँ, इतना बोलना तो उस समय भी आता नहीं था. नाउ इंग्लिश इज बेटर देन हिंदी. सो बेसिकली दीज 2 वर द मोस्ट basic challenges that I were facing. Beside that, there are other challenges also. There were other challenges also, but they are very generic. So properly to list 2, one was English and another was proper guidance was not there.
You were dealing with the anxiety attacks in 2018. क्या आप उसमें थोड़ा बताना है?
So it wasn't anxiety attacks to say. It was a stress and little bit anxiety. That is,
किस चीज़ का स्ट्रेस था आपको?
एंग्जाइटी यूपीएससी ने डाल रखी थी कि होगा नहीं. स्ट्रेस था उसका. और यूपीएससी सिलेबस का ख़त्म करने की एक रेस थी, एक जो होनी नहीं चाहिए थी, कि आई विल फिनिश एवरीथिंग एंड आई विल क्रैक द एग्जामिनेशन. सो इट इज़ नॉट अबाउट फिनिशिंग योर सिलेबस, इट इज़ अबाउट अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट इज़ गिवन. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट अनरियलिस्टिक चेस, द स्ट्रेस जनरेटेड, स्ट्रेस की वजह से एंग्जाइटी वगैरह था, कंटिन्यूस था, थोड़ा. लेकिन आई वॉज फॉर्चुनेट दैट आई फेस दैट सिचुएशन, बिकॉज वंस यू फेस दैट सिचुएशन, यू कम आउट ऑफ दैट, इट विल नेवर बॉदर यू अगेन. बिकॉज अगर आप उससे बाहर आते हो तो आपको ये आ जाता है कि कैसे उसको टैकल करना है, एंग्जाइटी स्ट्रेस कैसे मैनेज करना है, व्हाट इज़ इम्पोर्टेंट. सो आई थिंक इट वाज अ फॉर्चुनेट इंसिडेंट दैट आई फेस दैट.
सो आप वहाँ से निकले कैसे? वो फेस कैसे निकले आप?
तो मैंने कुछ लोगों का मेंटरशिप ली या फिर गाइडेंस लिया कि कैसे मेडिटेशन कैसे किया जाता है, फिर प्लानिंग कैसे करना है. थोड़ा मैं रियलिस्टिक बना. पहले मेरा था कि I have to finish my syllabus and I have to get rank in first second attempt. तो उसके वजह से अनरियलिस्टिक प्लानिंग रहती थी. मैंने सोना कम किया था 6 आवर्स. उसके बाद बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट शेड्यूल था. UPSC sleep UPSC. That cycle was repeating. So I got to know that UPSC is not only reading the books, it is also about exploring your personality, developing it. Different aspect. It can be your communication skills, it can be your physical health, it can be your mental health. That includes meditation and breathing practices such as Anulom Vilom. So I started following them. Initially ये था कि ऐसा लगता था इससे क्या होगा, ये सिचुएशन ऐसी है तो ये चीज़ें कुछ हेल्प नहीं करेगी, लेकिन एक्चुअली दोज थिंग्स ओनली हेल्प. No medication, nothing. I become realistic that I must be planning by this way, not that way, earlier way. I must be doing this 2-3 things alongside UPSC reading and all. So being realistic and properly planning the stuff out helped me to get out of that.
It was too great to listen that. So financial constraints are some of the things which make a barrier for many of the students. Like किसी को गाइडेंस अच्छी नहीं मिल पा रही, कोई बुक्स भी नहीं ले पा रहा बिकॉज ऑफ फाइनेंशियल कॉन्स्टेंट्स. सो हाउ टू फेस इट ऑफ, आपने इसको मैक्सिमाइज कैसे किया, बिकॉज यू आर ऑल्सो फ्रॉम द रूरल एरिया, राइट? सो
बेसिकली I tried to rationalize my expenses for UPSC preparation. First thing, for initial days मैं पुणे में रहता था. पुणे में रह के प्रिपरेशन चल रही थी, तो रेंट फूड का एक्सपेंसेस था. आफ्टर 1-2 years I decided to go back home to save the rental cost or other cost any involved, electricity, etc. So I gone back home, and after that, along with this step, I tried to follow digital notes, PDFs, digital books, which are mostly freely available. You need not to purchase them. So I carry my entire UPSC syllabus, entire UPSC books in my one phone. So expenses that are required for the books, that are done away with. Expenses to live in the metro city, that was also done away with. I decided to live in rural area with my family. I decided to prepare from there. So I limited my expenses there and dependence on the family.
So your determination and focus played a very vital role in your success, right?
Definitely. I just want to share one event or one incident in life, or one activity that I used to follow daily. Reading the newspaper, that everyone suggests that you must be reading the newspaper.
The Hindu, most popularly.
The Hindu, Indian Express. So for initial 2-3 years, I never skipped a newspaper. So that was a kind of discipline that I developed. At least I used to try to follow the time. What we do in UPSC, we have different types of targets, plans. One target can be finish 50 pages a day of certain book. दूसरा target हो सकता है कि we have to follow the time, जो भी time है. तो इनिशियल डेज ये स्ट्रेस एंग्जाइटी आती क्यों है, क्योंकि हम अनरियलिस्टिक टारगेट रखते. सपोज आई डिसाइडेड टू आई मस्ट फिनिश 100 पेजेस ऑफ सर्टन बुक, होगा ही नहीं. हो ऐसे टारगेट रखते हैं जो होगा ही नहीं. इफ आई पुट द टारगेट ऑफ 100 एंड आई वाज एबल टू ओनली रीड 30, तो ये तो स्ट्रेस जनरेट करेगा ना. यू डिसाइडेड 100 एंड यू आर फिनिशिंग ओनली 30, तो 70 कब पढ़ेंगे, फिर रैंक नहीं आएगी, एग्जाम नहीं निकलेगी. तो फॉर इनिशियल डेज आई now thinking that I must be having put time target. I will sit for 4 hours reading this book. Whatever amount of the pages doesn't matter. So I just have to focus on that. I just have to ensure that I sit there for that stipulated time. If I am able to sit for that hours, then I achieved my target. Gradually, as we develop that discipline, sitting for long hours and continuously not getting distracted, then we can put the target of pages that I must read this amount of pages. So those aspects will help to develop discipline.
Got it. So you secured AIR 267 in the year 2021 of UPSC. Would you like to share any key moments or any milestones which was like mind-blowing for you?
I think in the entire journey of UPSC, the most happy moment for me is to get an interview call.
Great.
When I got an interview call in 2020, in my second attempt, I didn't got a rank. I missed the rank by 12 marks. And the reason was the low score in essay. The score in essay was reduced by 41 marks. I improved on other areas such as mains, GS and optional. But due to debacle in essay, I missed the rank. But still, despite I didn't get the rank, the moment was something to cherish with me. Because after facing this stress continuously and after thinking that I will never crack this examination, and someday I got to know that I was called by UPSC in Delhi to appear for interview. And I particularly want to mention here that I never give any interview before that. Not private, nothing. Directly.
So it was your first interview.
First interview of life was with UPSC members.
The experience was?
Experience was quite, I will say, amazing. I didn't perform well. I got 160 there. But still, it was amazing one. I remember every moment of that particular 30 minutes.
So how was, can you please share like the experience of interview? In the interview room, how was the panel? How was the guest?
I think at that time also I was living in the village and my home. And I prepared for interview from there only. I didn't appear for any physical mocks in Delhi. First time I crossed my state for UPSC interview from Maharashtra to Delhi. I came here alone from flight without having any experience of flights. Just came here in Delhi.
It was sponsored?
It was sponsored by UPSC.
Wow, that's amazing.
It was sponsored by UPSC. That is why I chose aeroplane route. After landing here also, I didn't have any friends here, as I was preparing for a village area, and I think I was the only one who was preparing for UPSC from that area. So after coming here, it was quite, to say, new experience. On the day of interview, I was very excited that I'm going to appear for this. I was having some anxiety also, stress also. अब क्या होगा आगे जाके, यूपीएससी का इंटरव्यू देना है, इतने बड़े बड़े लोग होंगे, अगर नहीं होगा तो क्या होगा. On the interview day, I'm still recalling that. As soon as I entered the room, I went completely blank. जो मैंने तैयारी करके आई थी, ऐसे बोलना है वैसे बोलना है, सब मैं भूल गया वहाँ अंदर जाके, क्योंकि एटमोसफेयर ऐसा होता है. एक एक्सपीरियंस्ड लोग बैठे होते हैं वहाँ पे, who have around 30-40 years of experience in governance. उन्होंने पूरा देश चलाया होता है एक समय पे. तो speaking with them, I felt anxiety. I forgotten everything, how to say good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is. So initial 10-15 minutes I was, to say, very nervous, not able to speak clearly. But after that, it became normal. I gave some good answers to them. So 160 was also average score. So not preparing thoroughly and getting 160 was also a good score at that time, I thought. So that was the experience.
That's pretty good. So you choose political sciences and international relations as your optional subject. Why did you choose that and how did you do all the subs?
अब देखो, मेरा ऑप्शनल ग्रेजुएशन से मैच नहीं करता ग्रेजुएशन सब्जेक्ट्स. आई वॉज फ्रॉम टेक्निकल बैकग्राउंड, मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर टू प्रिसाइज, और मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग तो लेने के चांसेस थे नहीं. मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग वॉज दैट 4 years ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग. पढ़ाई हमने सिर्फ एग्ज़ाम के 4-5 दिन पहले की थी. एक दिन में 1 यूनिट ख़त्म, 6 यूनिट का एक बुक होती थी, उसके ऊपर एग्ज़ाम लिख के पास हुए थे. मैकेनिकल में ऐसा इंटरेस्ट,
पर्टिकुलर
इंजीनियरिंग वाइज टिपिकल, तो इंजीनियरिंग तो लेना था नहीं. तो ऑप्शंस कुछ थे, PSIR था, जियोग्राफी था. जियोग्राफी की तरफ थोड़ा अट्रैक्शन था क्योंकि टेक्निकल सब्जेक्ट है, थोड़ा टेक्निकलिटी है उसमें. लेकिन फिर भी आई गॉन विद द PSIR बिकॉज इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन जो पार्ट था वो थोड़ा अट्रैक्ट कर रहा था. उसका पॉलिटिक्स, IR क्या चल रहा है इंडिया का पाकिस्तान के साथ, चाइना के साथ, दैट अट्रैक्टेड अ लिटिल बिट. बट अदर फैक्टर्स सच एज टेस्ट सीरीज, देन mentors were there in Pune. These 2 factors also guided the decision to take political science.
सर आप किसको, मतलब जो हमारे ऑडियंस हैं उनमें से बहुत सारे UPSC एस्पिरेंट है, कोई अपना ऑप्शनल सब्जेक्ट चूज करे तो आप गाइड करोगे कैसे चूज करना चाहिए?
देखो, ये 3 फैक्टर है जो मैंने भी देखे थे. पहला है आपका इंटरेस्ट, सेकंड है आपको कोई मेंटर होना चाहिए जो आपको गाइड करे, थर्ड है अच्छी टेस्ट सीरीज हो जो आप लिख पाओगे, आप अपने आंसर राइटिंग अच्छे कर पाओगे, इंप्रूवमेंट कर पाओगे उसमें. ये 2-3 चीज़ें हैं जिसके ऊपर आप अपना ऑप्शन चूज कर सकते हो.
सर वन बेसिक क्वेश्चन, लाइक 2021 में आपको इंडियन रेवेन्यू सर्विसेज मिल चुके थे, देन यू प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर IPS, इंडियन पुलिस सर्विसेज. IRS, पहली बात तो बहुत सारे लोगों को IRS भी नहीं मिलता एंड यू अचीव दैट सक्सेस. फिर भी आप IPS के लिए इतना क्यों किए एंड उसके बाद भी अभी आप प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो IAS के लिए? वाई सो सर?
ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग, आई वॉज वेरी हैप्पी विद द IRS, क्योंकि IRS एक सेंट्रल सर्विस है, तो जहाँ पे चाहे वहाँ पे पोस्टिंग मिल जाती है. मैं पुणे से हूँ, मैं पुणे में काम कर सकता था, मुंबई में काम कर सकता था या नागपुर में काम कर सकता था. 25-27 years I could have lived in my state. तो I was happy and relaxed a bit कि यूपीएससी देना है, अटेम्प्ट्स है, यूपीएससी अलाउ कर रही है तो दे देंगे. लेकिन इतना ज़्यादा प्रिपेयर किया नहीं यार फिर से कि इम्प्रूव करना है, या फिर ऐसे ही दे दिया पढ़ाई करके. रैंक इम्प्रूव हुई क्योंकि आई गॉट अ गुड स्कोर इन इंटरव्यू एज कम्पेयर टू प्रीवियस स्कोर. 160 से 193 हो गए, तो IRS से IPS हो गए. बेसिकली मेंस के मार्क more or less same. So there were some people in the life who guided me in my journey. They also asked me, requested me to appear again. Because of all these factors, I decided to appear again and get rank again.
And for IAS, job अभी कर रहे हो?
The same people are asking me to appear again.
Got it.
And I will try my best. Because IAS is something that IPS is also good. But coming from the rural background, I have seen that the water inequality is there. Second, electricity shortage is there. Third, lack of proper infra is there. Roads and all. Canals are not there. Then there are multiple issues that rural areas specifically are facing. And if I get in opportunity in future to work on those areas, it will be some sort of satisfactory moment. That grown up in some areas where there are some issues and working on that and solving them. This is something that is motivating me again.
सर आप बेसिकली बता सकते हो इंडियन रेवेन्यू सर्विसेज में क्या रोल प्ले करना होता है? नहीं, बिकॉज जैसे इट इज़ मोर अबाउट द टिपिकल रेड वाली मूवी की तरह कि बस जाके रेड करना है, कि उसके अलावा भी कुछ और होता है?
नहीं, रेड IRS का एक ही एस्पेक्ट है. उसके बावजूद आई थिंक द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट इज द रेवेन्यू कलेक्शन. रेवेन्यू कलेक्शन करके IRS ऑफिसर्स टिपिकली दे कलेक्ट द रेवेन्यू एंड दे गिव द रेवेन्यू टू द गवर्नमेंट टू स्पेंड ऑन डिफरेंट सोशल एस्पेक्ट और वट एवर दे वॉन्ट. This is something very significant. You earn the money, then the IS officers spend that money. So this is the cycle. We support each other.
सर राइट नाउ इन IPS. ओके, बहुत डीप क्वेश्चन पूछने जा रहा हूँ. कैन बी इफेक्ट करप्शन अभी भी चल रहा है?
Corruption is something that shall not be there, but it is there.
हाउ यू आर ट्रीटिंग इट आउट?
देखो, करप्शन तो खत्म करना एक चीज़ है, लेकिन एक स्ट्रोक में खत्म नहीं कर सकते. ये रियलिटी है. So we know that. I think our rank in the corruption perspective index is around 86, which is worse. The Nordic countries such as Northwest European countries, they have very clean governance. So to work on governance, for that we need strong anti-corruption laws, awareness among the people, more digitization. Digital होगा जब discretion कम हो, XYZ चीज़ें करनी है तो करनी पड़ेगी if it is digitalized within stipulated time. So digitalization is one way that we can reduce the corruption. Other way, as I talked about, the aware citizenry, where citizen can be vigilant about where fund is being spent. So social auditing is one mechanism that we can move forward, such as in local bodies particularly. If some fund is coming, then there shall be display or something like that in public place. This amount of fund has been given to this municipality or Gram Panchayat or Panchayat Samiti. Then people will always, some section of people are always there to look into that, where fund is going. So this type of social auditing, certain date can be fixed and people can ask the question to the bureaucracy that this amount were deposited in your accounts of that body, or where that fund gone, where it is spent. Then people can check the quality of the work. If they raise some issue, then it must be addressed. So this type of system we need to build. And that will help us to reduce the corruption.
गॉट इट. सर अभी आपके हिसाब से करप्शन कहाँ पे हो रहा है मेजरली? क्योंकि ऑलमोस्ट अब अगर आप बैंक देखते हो या फिर जो बोलते हैं कि टेबल के नीचे से माल आ रहा है, अब तो वो नहीं आ रहा, बिकॉज समथिंग इज गोइंग बिसाइड ऑन द डिजिटल साइड. आपने अभी जैसे बताया, तो कहाँ पे ऐसा चीज़ फैक्टर कर रहा है करप्शन के लिए?
तो करप्शन इज एवरीवेयर, एवरी सेक्टर.
कोई एक्सपीरियंसेस, एग्जांपल्स?
एक्सपीरियंस, मेरा पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस तो है नहीं इतना, लेकिन लोग बोलते हैं पर्टिकुलरली कुछ गांव में हो, अगर आपको कुछ लैंड के डॉक्यूमेंट्स लेने हैं तो वहाँ के लोगों को कुछ पैसे दोगे तो जल्दी मिल जाएगा. अदरवाइज दे मेक डिलेज एंड डिलेज विदाउट एनी रीजन. दिस इज वन टाइप ऑफ करप्शन दैट इज हैपनिंग. देन देयर आर, we know that we every day read the newspaper that enforcement director has arrested IS officer for siphoning of the money from Manrega to other areas. Likewise, this type of corruption is going on continuously.
What is the current crime situation in India according to you?
If you see, recently there is a reduction in riots. Recently happened in Haryana and other places. Manipur is also suffering. But before that, there was a declining trend of riots, particularly. crime against women was rising. Particularly they shot up during the COVID crisis. कोविड में जब वर्क फ्रॉम होम था तो झगड़े ज़्यादा हुए, उसमें वुमेंस के अगेंस्ट क्राइम ज़्यादा हुए. अगेन इट इज स्टार्टेड टू डिक्लाइन. सो इट इज़ अ डायनेमिक एस्पेक्ट. Tackling the crimes is one of the important thing, because crimes in society affects everything. They will affect next generation, will affect economy of the state, they will affect families, people, and there is no sector which won't be impacted by crimes. So we need to work on that. What are the issues? We can learn from the different models to say. We know that around 1993 there were riots in Mumbai, and then bomb blast happened. So there were riots everywhere, but there were some localities where nothing happened, despite two different religious people were living there. So there was a model there which was implemented by police to establish a communal harmony, where regular meeting used to take place of religious leaders or civil society, and that helped to avoid riots. So such a type of models in every crime must be there everywhere. Now child marriage is a crime. Still child marriage is happening. If you see the example of Odisha, the child marriages in Odisha are declining. So what they did, they simply tracking the presence of girls in the schools. If particular girl do not come for 3-4 days, they will inquire about it. Where is she? Why is she not coming? If there are plans for marriage, then family generally what they do, before 5-6 days they won't allow girl to go to school. And that schools used to track presently, daily. When they feel that something is there, then they will contact the administration. Please look into it. And that helped to reduce the child marriage in Odisha. So such a type of models for every type of crime we have to develop, we have to implement everywhere. We have to scale it up. This way we can tackle the crimes.
So right now you just said about this digital thing, okay? So अगर डिजिटल बढ़ रहा है तो साइबर क्राइम भी साथ में साथ हो रहा है, बहुत ज़्यादा स्कैम्स हो रहे हैं, बहुत सारे जगह से हैकर्स आ रहे हैं. सो साइबर क्राइम को इंडिया कैसे ट्रीट आउट करता है?
देखो, साइबर क्राइम्स will happen, will increase in its scale. So we have to take appropriate measures for that. Currently there is a law, there is a policy, there are some institutions such as Computer Emergency and Response Team. CERT is short form of that. There is a helpline where people can call and report a cyber crime. If some banking related cyber crime happens, then you can contact the bank and report them so that your account can be frozen. So such a type of different channels we have to create. People shall be feeling easy to report. What happens? Cyberbullying of children is a different game, where in cyber space they usually get harassed, some crime happens, and children feel not important to share it with parents. They only suffer in individuality. We need to change. The parents and children relation need to change. Then there must be channel that even children can also report with anonymity. We shall be knowing the name or address of that particular children, but we can ensure the children that the things that happen to you, we will not share with anyone that you want, that it is not supposed to share with. So such a type of systems we need to develop. Cyber literacy is school curriculum. We can work on that also.
So will you please tell us about the real life challenges faced as an IPS officer? And it is same as like a movie, or it is different?
No, movie they dramatize the situations. Generally, as an IPS officer, there are challenges such as you daily deal with crimes. The first challenge is that. Second is work-life balance. As a police officer, you have to be there every time when you are needed there. Work-life balance is there. Then you have to be fit mentally, physically. So these are some challenges, but I think they are opportunities. Rather than challenges, they are opportunities. If crime is a challenge, it is also opportunity to reduce it. If family and work balance is a challenge, you can always balance it out. If you got that family members rational enough to adjust. So challenges are there, but simultaneously they offer opportunity.
Okay. So what are the significant, the qualities of an IPS officer? And if you would judge a person as an IPS officer, what would you see?
The IPS officer typically needs some qualities. The first and foremost quality is just empathy. Empathy toward people. People are coming to you with some complaint. You must understand it thoroughly. You must take appropriate measures to relieve the pain. Second trait can be social cohesion, impartiality. If you belong to a certain section of Indian society, you must treat every other section equally. So social cohesion and impartiality is one. So these are the two most important.
So do you want to share some mistakes of you while you were preparing for?
The mistake is that for initial 1-2 years, I was used to keep on thinking that I will never clear this. So I must have been positive from my side. Positive रहता पहले से. Analyze daily करता कि आज क्या किया, क्या करना चाहिए था. Issues क्या निकले, वो issues को हम अगले दिन कम कैसे करें, if not eliminate totally. ये approach रहता तो शायद कम समय लगता उसमें.
Got it. सर कोई आप ऐसा बताना चाहते हो जो हमारे एस्पिरेंट्स हैं उनको अवॉइड करने चाहिए वो मिस्टेक्स?
अवॉइड करने लायक तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें यूपीएससी में, सच एज रेफरिंग डाइवर्स सेट ऑफ रिसोर्सेज. स्टिक टू योर प्राइमरी रिसोर्सेज इज वन. अवॉइड ये भी करना है कि वी जनरली हैव फियर ऑफ आंसर राइटिंग, वी हैव फियर ऑफ अपीयरिंग इन मॉक टेस्ट. डू नॉट हैव फियर, डू नॉट बॉदर अबाउट मार्क. आपको जितने मार्क्स यहाँ पे मिलते हैं मॉक टेस्ट में, यूपीएससी में मिलते हैं, उसमें बहुत ज्यादा फर्क होता है. तो डू नॉट बॉदर अबाउट मार्क्स बट जस्ट फॉलो द प्रोसेस. डू नॉट फियर अबाउट द प्रोसेस.
व्हाट्स द सीक्रेट ऑफ योर सक्सेस?
आई विल से सीक्रेट इज perseverance, discipline. That was the secret. I kept going on. I kept improving myself a little by little. That helped me.
Okay, so with this question we are in the end. I would really request you if you can share some of the advice, or because you trimmed this exam. Okay, so if you want to share some advice for the aspirants watching of this video.
So first advice I'll already share. Go step by step. Do not try to jump. Small steps you have to take. The second advice, also take care of your physical and mental health, both. At least run for 500 meters daily. Do some push-up, squats, etc. if you can. Try to meditate for at least 10-15 minutes. Do some pranayama such as Anulom Vilom, Kapalbhati, Brasrika. It will hardly take 15 minutes. And for 5 minutes, keep visualizing some positives or your plan. You're going to do this for a day. But try to organize your time properly. This shall be advice.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Really thank you for being a part of our show. I really appreciate your efforts and everything that you just keep it up. And I'm definitely sure that our viewers gonna love it. Thank you so much, sir, for being the part.
Thank you. Thank you very much for it.
Guys, this was our podcast. I hope कि आप लोगों ने बहुत ज़्यादा enjoy किया होगा. I would really appreciate कि अगर आप एक भी comments down करोगे जो भी आपको learning है. And I'm damn sure कि sir की learnings आपको बहुत help out की होगी. And I really wish you all the very best for your exams to rim it out. Thank you so much.